Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are back from a brief little break there over the last few days. We are going to be reviewing Halloween 2018, another remake here within the franchise. If you guys do tend to get a little bit confused on the timeline here in Halloween, I highly recommend going to check out the timeline on the internet. But we'll dive on into this one here, kind of touch on the timeline and a few other little things here. But in this movie, we see an older Laurie Strode here, just like we do in the two movies to follow, where she is kind of taking place where she's like fighting Michael basically as a second movie here. They use the original one here with the timeline that connects to these next three. They just put Michael in like an insane institution. They talk about the five kills within the first movie, and then they kind of from there use the new storyline of Lori and her daughter, you know, kind of fighting off Michael Myers here within this movie. Her daughter not having a great relationship with her due to the fact that her childhood was just ruined by everything because she was stuck, hiding in basements, this and that because of Michael. Um, and then her granddaughter is now involved in the mix as well. So there's a lot of different things that kind of were touched on here. One thing I do like to note, as we saw within the second, fourth, fifth, and sixth movie, Laurie is considered Michael's brother. In this movie, they do not consider that. They just say it's rumors, kind of negating those three movies, which truthfully to me is fine because I don't really care about those movies much myself. So um, in this movie, we are just kind of set in the picture of she's just kind of a victim that Michael consistently goes after, which I kind of like a little bit more, and I feel like it fits pretty well within these three movies that they remade. I think Blumhouse actually did a really good job with these three movies. Well, I'm sure a lot of people are going to disagree with that, but I actually really like these three movies outside of like the Halloween Ends. That one's kind of a little anticlimactic, but um, this movie I thought did a great job setting up the new storyline. I'm not really a big fan of when they remake movies, but I think this one did a really good job. I think it was much better than the Rob Zombie remakes. I think it was better than four, five, and six. We all know my thoughts on three. One and two, toss up. This will probably be sitting here within my top three for now, just because I really like the new modern approach to it. And I don't know, these newer movies to me just kind of seem to fit a little bit better and resonate a little bit better to me. So there might be a few hot takes here when I place these in the rankings, but I think for the most part, all three of these new ones will probably be in the top six here. So I highly recommend taking a look at this movie because it's a fun watch and a nice little twist on things. And the mask in this movie is my favorite by far. I think they do an amazing job with the mask here in these next three movies. So um, aside from that, that's all I got here for you guys. Stay tuned for the next one in the two